What's going on, guys? I wanted to film a quick video. It's March 13th right now, and this is a client store that me and my team have been working on, and essentially we've taken on their ads as well as optimizing their stores. So this video is going to be in relation to conversion rate optimization. Obviously on this it's not showing a good conversion rate. It's showing a 2.2 and only one session. However, that is false. We have a custom checkout with Unify, and it's why it's showing that. Our average order value, $47. If you do the math, we're at 15 orders, I believe. So it's actually 15, which there's only 45 visits. The conversion rate is ridiculous. So if I go to, let me zoom in and make sure I'm not showing anything. But if I go to, let's just say we took them on the 1st through the 13th, I can share exactly what we've been up to. So for the 1st to the 13th with this client, they were doing 2 to 3K per day. So it kind of depended on the day, and this is all with TikTok ads. They were getting 1 to 3K per day in sales, which was okay. It wasn't too bad. Let's take off that as well. It wasn't too bad. However, it wasn't insanely good. So they did 32K with 58,000 website visits. Not bad. However, you should be getting at least $1 per visit, which is, not even close to what they were getting. And then average order value was $50. And their conversion rate, as you guys will see down here, was 1%. They got 616 purchases for 58,000 people. So not too good, if I'm being completely honest. Now, we took them on, I believe, sometime around mid to end of February, optimized their store. And then now the conversion rate is a bit skewed, but we will just go to the 1st to the 10th before we put in a new custom checkout. And in this month so far, this is just the 1st through 10th, we only have had 921 store sessions, not even 1,000, and have generated $10,000 in sales. So they're getting less traffic and still doing extremely well, considering they haven't even gotten 1,000 website visits. To go back, let's just do 1st to 10th. For them to do 10K, they would have needed to get, around a third of this. So maybe 15,000, 16, 17,000 visits. Now we're optimized to where they don't even need 1,000 visits. So it's really good. And we've dialed in their store. Their conversion rate is not showing what's actually it. So I can go on this month, and for this whole month I'm on my phone right now, we're at 13.88K in sales, so 13,000, almost 14,000, and we have 1,140 visits. So really good. If you do the math, this is what, about like 100, maybe like 100 or 200 orders. If you do the math, 200 orders for 921 visits. We've really optimized their store, and I think the results are pretty insane. So I want to just get into exactly how we've been able to optimize their store, because to get these sorts of results, it's not normal. It's not like it's something where it always happens like this, like not at all. I don't know why the conversion rate's messed up like that, but not anything where it's normal. Like, it's not going to happen to a lot of stores unless you really dial in conversion rate optimization as well as have the proper product. There are only certain products you can do this with. I'm not going to say this client's product. However, there are certain niches where it's easier to sell people based on emotion and get a better conversion rate. Certain products, if it's a higher average order value, certain products you can't really get a super high conversion rate like this, because maybe you're selling a $100, $200, $300 product. It would be very hard to get like a 5 or 10% conversion rate, as your revenue to website visits would be insanity. Now, this store's website visitors to views is still pretty crazy. Our online store sessions this month, again, 13K, almost 14 for 1,100. So how exactly did we do this? Now, the first thing you guys want to understand, and I'm just going to leave it on this screen while we talk, and this is legit. Like, here's the chart, here's everything, like actual sessions and stuff. And it's not like these were draft orders or anything like that. Like, we've actually done this. Like, we've actually optimize their store. I don't know exactly why this is not showing the actual conversion rate. I think it's probably because we did a new checkout, so it's kind of not completely compliant with Shopify. However, it still works well. But how we optimized the store was a few different things. Number one, and I can't go like crazy into detail because it's, again, for a client, but when you're optimizing a store, you need to make sure whatever ad platform you are running on. So for example, we're on TikTok. This is a TikTok store. We're only doing TikTok. We run their ads and we optimize their store. If we're selling on TikTok, we need to understand, and you guys do as well, you need to take into account the fact that TikTok is a visual platform. People are going onto the platform, spending 30 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour of their day scrolling through this feed where it's very visual, it's very user generated content, it's very lifestyle type videos and stuff where people are showing what they're doing, showing funny clips of something that just happened, doing random stuff, and it's very personable. It's not like it's something where it's very professional and sleek and set up. TikTok is kind of a grungy app if you really think about it. Like there's a lot of bad content on there, and that's why a lot of people love the app. So when you think that way, you need to set your website up not to be grungy and bad, but you need to have lifestyle images. So that's something that's very important. Is once you guys find a product that works okay, like this client did, like again, February, they had a bad conversion rate and their, sales compared to their online store sessions, it's bad, like 50K visits, and they don't even have $1 per visit. That's really bad. So, shouldn't have that at all, anything close to that. However, this is a lot better. So in order to get here, and once you guys again find a winning product, get good pictures of the product with someone using it, someone demonstrating it somehow, whether it's something that they can like demonstrate, like it's something that they use, something that they, they can just hold and take a picture with, or something that they can wear, whatever the case may be. Make sure you get really good photos, whether you find them online, preferably you hire someone to take photos. You can just go on Fiverr, find someone for maybe 50 to $100, take some really good professional photos with the product, and have that be your main product photo. Because when you are going from TikTok, which is again very visual, very personal app, to your website, you want to have it very easily smooth, like a easy transition from the app to your website. So having anything less or anything more where it's super professional, looks like a huge corporation is running the website, it won't sell well and it won't convert well at all. If you're selling on Facebook or something else, it's a different story. And even then, honestly, like stuff has changed a lot with the way we set up our sites. We do it a lot more personal. So that's why we do those sorts of photos. I'm talking a lot about it because it's very important. Essentially, just making sure they feel comfortable on the website. Another thing we do is once we have proof of concept for the product, we will take TikToks. So if we have clients or customers that make videos of the TikToks, whether we hire them or whether they're just customers, we will use those in our description. So we'll embed a GIF or a GIF and put that into our description, or just do nice lifestyle photos in the description. If you guys don't want to have a slower website, you can just do photos. And so we'll do that to make sure people are continuing to see the lifestyle type of photos, the natural looking videos and all that stuff, so that they get more comfortable with our product and our brand. Another thing we'll do is the way we write our descriptions. We just like to optimize the text and make it a lot more personal, make it really writing based on emotion and selling them on something, like if it's a brand's perception, a brand's overall values and the way they carry themselves, as well as the way the product is. If there's a big benefit to the product, like if it's a hair curler, if there's a huge benefit, sell them the product. Like make sure that they understand what they're missing out on in a very personal way. And you can even dig into insecurities and stuff and go really hard at that, because if you have a good product, you should have no issue selling it. And so just writing the right copy to go into that and go in detail and actually convince them that it's a good product, that is what you need to do. I'll probably make another video on that, on like copy and stuff. But that's another thing that's very important, is optimizing your copy to convert. I may even do an example of one of our old stores and show the copy and see if I can walk you guys through that and show you exactly how we word certain things, so that way you guys can get a similar conversion rate, or at least like if you guys are at a 1%, get it up to 2 or 3. Essentially that would double to triple your existing revenue just by optimizing your store, which is huge. So those are a few things. Another thing you guys should definitely do, go on Fiverr and type in Shopify website speed, like speed updater, speed improvements, or just honestly type in Shopify website speed, and someone will go on your site and optimize your website speed and get it a lot faster. If you go to online store and go to the theme, under it, it usually will tell you your Shopify store speed, and a lot of people hover around 20 to 50. If you want a really good website that converts well, you need a fast one. I'm talking like 70 to 100, or as close as you can get to 100 without doing any sketchy stuff. So that's very difficult to do if you're going to do it yourself, which is why we just hire someone from Fiverr. But even just doing that will essentially like it could double to maybe increase your conversion rate by, I would say 50% to 100% just by getting a lot faster website speed. If you guys don't believe me, think of it this way. A lot of the people on TikTok have a very short attention span. That's how the platform is structured. So the more you scale, the more people you're going to be hitting that. And I'm a bit sick, so I may not sound 100, but just bear with me here. The more people you guys are running ads to, the more likely you will start hitting people that are on the app a shit ton. So when you guys are thinking about that, you need to make sure your website is also optimized to essentially keep them hooked. TikTok videos, they go viral because there's not ever a dull second that's not hooking the audience. So thinking of your website similar to that and keeping the potential customer engaged with your site and potentially like ready to buy at any moment, doing that on your website is a great way to actually help conversion rate. Now, if your site takes a few seconds to load, honestly, even more than a second, you will have a very bad conversion rate. It'll show a lot of people just land on your page and bounce. The site usually won't even load. They'll just get on it. If it doesn't load right away, they will leave, which is not good at all. You want to have as many customers as you can. So if your site doesn't even load when they need it to load, it's bad. It's a bad look, and you're missing out again on a lot of customers. So site speed optimization is very important. Another thing we like to do is really put emphasis on the first 5 to 10 reviews. I usually say 7 to 12. 5 to 10, 7 to 12, the first 10 plus reviews, put emphasis on. So rather than just copy and pasting from AliExpress, write a lot about the product, how it performed, if it was good, if you'd recommend it, all those things, and then add a really good photo of the product being used, of the benefits someone got from the product, not just the product. You don't just want to do a review and put a picture of the product in packaging, like in the bubble mailer or in the box that it received or it came in. That doesn't look good. At the end of the day, the potential customers, they're more interested in the benefits of the product rather than what it looks like. So doing a review with a shitty photo will not really convert as well as if you had a photo of a before and after. I'm going to use hair curler because that's a big product on TikTok. If you did a hair curler, having before and after pics of hair, like how you do your hair or something like that, that would work so much better than just doing a picture of the product. So whatever you guys are selling, make sure you have that implemented into your reviews. If you don't, it'll be a lot more difficult to sell them. If you think of it more so as a marketer and you think of it as how we break down our product pages, product photo, that's the hook. And then we have sell based on emotion. So our first few sentences, honestly, like 1 to 2 sentences, is going to be selling them based on emotions, getting into an issue in their life in the first few sentences that we can potentially help them with. And then after you sell them with emotion, they need to justify it with logic. So then getting into some sort of benefit of the product or some big perk to the product, getting into that while intertwining photos and GIFs of the product will make a killer lander. And then after all that stuff, solidifying the deal with either telling them that you can save them money. So if it's a product like a hair curler, they don't have to go to the salon to get their hair done. They can save X amount per month, X amount per year on buying this product. Or if it's something else, just somehow trying to make a monetary gain for them to lessen the blow if you are trying to sell them a product. Telling them they can save a lot of money if they just buy this $30 or $50 product, it'll work a lot better than just saying, buy this product, it's cool. So that's something else. And then at the very end, doing some sort of guarantee or your money back. People need the option to return their product. So giving them a very clear 30-day money back guarantee is very solid for increasing your conversion rate because you're telling them, hey, try the product out. If you don't like it, we'll give you your money back, no questions asked. It's not a big deal at all. So doing that, again, just makes the whole purchase and buying process so much more seamless for the customer, which is how we're able to get some stupid conversion rates like this. We do it on our own stores. We optimize and just try our best to get as many customers as we can with as little ad spend. That's how we're honestly able to get pretty ridiculous ROAS. Obviously, for us, we're testing a lot of creatives very consistently on TikTok. At any given moment, we're usually testing, any week, it's probably 5 to 10 per week. And we're getting around 2 to 4 per day that are just getting filmed, like actual videos that we're getting filmed. So around 60 per month. And we have people hired now on a monthly pay that do this. I'll probably make another video on this, but that definitely helps out with like getting a higher ROAS when people are seeing more faces. But again, I'll talk about that in another video. So that was pretty much how we optimize our sites for getting a better conversion rate. Hopefully this helped you guys out, and try to make some of these tweaks to your site and see if it actually helps out, because it helps out for a lot of our stores.